two action legends from two different eras. One is the poster boy for martial arts movies of the late 80s and 90s, a symbol of style, flexibility, and cinematic charisma, Jean-Claude Van Damme. The other is the modern embodiment of raw speed, power, and real-world fighting effectiveness, Scott Adkins. But what happens when we strip away the cameras, the choreography, the slow-motion kicks, and the dramatic edits? What happens if these two men, in their primes, step into a ring, or worse, face each other in a real fight with no rules? Today, we dive into the ultimate martial arts fantasy showdown, Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Scott Adkins. And this time, it's real. Jean-Claude Van Damme was born in Belgium in 1960. By the age of 10, he was already training in Shotokan karate. Over the years, he earned his black belt and began competing in semi-contact and full-contact tournaments, racking up over 40 wins. But Van Damme wasn't just a karate guy. He trained in kickboxing, practiced ballet to master balance and flexibility, and later took on bodybuilding. His physique and incredible splits became iconic. In the early 80s, he moved to America with nothing but a dream. He struggled at first, working odd jobs until he caught Hollywood's attention. His breakout film, Bloodsport, was based on the supposed real-life underground fights of Frank Dux. True or not, it launched Van Damme into stardom. His fighting style on screen, crisp high kicks, spinning jump kicks, and a sense of grace was largely authentic. Behind the camera, Van Damme had trained rigorously, combining karate basics with powerful kickboxing and cinematic flair. But it's worth asking, was Van Damme just a movie martial artist? Or was there real fighting fire beneath the screen persona? Enter Scott Adkins, born in 1976 in Sutton Coldfield, England. At 10, he began training in Taekwondo. By 14, he added kickboxing to his arsenal. Over the years, he stacked styles: judo, wushu, krav maga, capoeira, ninjutsu, and even gymnastics. Unlike Van Damme, Adkins trained during the MMA era. His influences included Bruce Lee, Van Damme himself, and modern combat athletes. He earned a black belt in Taekwondo and became a professional kickboxing instructor. Adkins broke into films later than Van Damme, but quickly became known for his jaw-dropping moves and realistic fight scenes. His roles in Undisputed 2 and Boyka, Undisputed cemented him as a martial arts film god. But his choreography wasn't just pretty, it was brutal, believable, and fast. In interviews, real stuntmen and fighters have noted that Adkins brings a fighter's attitude to the set. He doesn't just act, he trains like a real fighter. Now, let's break it down. Technique for technique. Move for move. Speed. Van Damme's kicks are lightning fast, especially his roundhouses and spinning heel kicks. But Adkins operates on another level. His punches and transitions between kicks are smoother, faster, and more modern. Edge, Adkins, power. Van Damme had explosiveness and clean form. He could knock someone out with a jump spin kick. But Adkins, His kicks are heavier, more grounded, and generated from a stronger base. Edge, Adkins. Defense. Van Damme's karate roots gave him solid blocking and footwork. But Adkins' multidisciplinary background, especially in modern systems, gives him a broader range of counters. Edge, Adkins. Stamina. In their prime, both men were in incredible shape. Van Damme trained like a bodybuilder. Adkins trained like a fighter. Van Damme could go the distance in a movie. Adkins could go the distance in a fight. Slight edge, Adkins. Let's be fair. Comparing Van Damme today to Adkins today would be pointless. So we look at them in their prime. Van Damme at 29, peak form in Kickboxer and Lionheart, was explosive, lean and agile. Adkins at 35, peak form in Undisputed 3, was a machine. Thicker, more muscular, faster, more aggressive. Age-wise, both were at their physical best during similar stages. But the training methods of Adkins' era were more advanced. Nutrition, sparring, recovery, and functional strength were more developed in the 2000s than in the 1980s. That gives Adkins a physical edge. Van Damme was a showman, disciplined, proud, and confident. But he also had an ego and occasionally lost focus. Adkins, on the other hand, is humble, focused, and deeply passionate about martial arts. He's the kind of guy who trains even when there's no camera rolling. In a real fight, mindset matters. Adkins' training in fight choreography and his background in competitive combat sports give him a stronger combat mentality. He's aggressive, tactical, and patient. Let's imagine 3 possible scenarios. Scenario 1. Kickboxing match under K1 rules. Van Damme might look good in the early rounds, keeping distance using his kicks. But Adkins would adjust, close the gap, and turn up the aggression. Result: Adkins wins by decision or late TKO. Scenario 2. MMA-style fight with takedowns. Van Damme was not trained for the ground. Adkins has practiced judo and basic grappling. He'd likely take Van Damme down and finish with ground and pound. Result: Adkins wins decisively. Scenario 3. Street fight. No rules. Van Damme's form and balance help, but Adkins' realism, conditioning, and killer instinct give him a massive advantage. He fights like it matters. And on the street, that's everything. Result: Adkins wins quickly. Scott Adkins has always respected Van Damme. In fact, he said many times that Van Damme inspired him to become a martial artist. They even worked together in The Expendables 2 and Universal Soldier: Day of Reckoning. Adkins called Van Damme a legend. But let's not confuse respect with fear. Adkins today could take on most modern fighters. Meanwhile, Van Damme has admitted that fighting in real life is different from movies. While he has the skills, he's more of a stylist than a street brawler. Stunt professionals and martial arts YouTubers consistently rank Adkins as the more dangerous of the two in real-life combat. Jean-Claude Van Damme is an icon, a pioneer. His style, flexibility, and on-screen charisma lit the fire for a generation of martial artists, including Adkins. But in a real fight, a controlled kickboxing match, an MMA bout, or a street confrontation, Scott Adkins has the edge in almost every category: power, speed, endurance, real-world technique, and combat experience. In a movie, Van Damme wins with style. In real life, Adkins wins with force. But now it's your turn. Who do you think would win in a real fight, Van Damme or Adkins? Let us know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more breakdowns just like this.